The best way to learn: do first, study second. Let me explain what I mean by that. Let's say you want to ride a bicycle. Well, you're not going to sit and watch a video of somebody riding a bicycle, have a discussion about riding a bicycle, read a textbook about riding a bicycle. I mean, you can do that, and that's actually how a lot of education works. Ultimately, what you should do is get on the bicycle safely right away, even if it's just for a few moments, just to experience what it's like to ride a bicycle. Then you are ready to start studying about riding a bicycle. So once you have that experience, now let's study it. What are we going to study? How to use our brakes effectively. Of course, we want to learn how to use our brakes as we're first riding the bicycle, but now we want to learn how to use them effectively. When should I use my back brake versus my front brake? How should I adjust the gears and switch gears efficiently? These are all things you can now study to get better at riding a bicycle. But if you try to study all these things before you've ever even ridden a bicycle, it's going to be too hard to understand. It's not that it's rocket science, but it's not going to sink in. You don't have a context for riding a bicycle. But once you've experienced riding that bicycle, now you're ready to take in all of this extra information, make it personal to you, dive deeper in the areas that are of most interest to you. You know, whether you want to ride a bicycle for leisure, or whether you want to do mountain biking or road racing, triathlons, whatever it is. But ultimately, you can take that same concept and apply it to anything like business. If you want to learn business, schools have it all wrong. You know, they get you to do a business plan when you've never started a business before, and then you talk about business, you read a textbook about business, you watch videos about business. It's all backwards. You really need to start a business first and run a business, then all this other stuff makes sense. Lectures, textbooks, videos, it all works really great once you have the context of actually running a business. And the only way to do that nowadays is through simulation games, realistic simulations that actually let you run a business. Very much like a pilot learns how to fly an airplane using a flight simulator, you can do the same thing with business. So you run a virtual business in a simulated environment, and now you can dive deeper into all these other contexts. So ultimately, to summarize, the best way to learn is to do first and study second. I'm Mathew George. And by the way, if you're an instructor and you like teaching business, check out goventure.net. It's on my shirt here, goventure.net. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by what you discover there. If you're an individual person just looking to learn on your own through games and simulations, check out business-xp.com.